What's up? Just want to do a little quick video on this brew haul I got today. Uh, I've got my kegerator fixed up with the CO2 tank moved outside my last video. And I've got room now, so I don't have any excuse but to get my butt to brewing and start getting a pipeline going and stop running out of beer. I'm going to start brewing as often as I can and get my pipeline built up and let some of this stuff age because uh, if you brew for any amount of time, you realize that one of the first things you realize is that patience pays off. And if you can be patient, let that brew sit and condition and mature, then it'll be a whole lot better. I opened a bottle of one of my first. I don't know if I didn't mark it, so I don't know. It was either one of my first brew in the bags or one of my first all grain, or my first all grain. I'd bottled a few from the keg and just stuck it away in the kegerator and forgot about it. And it was at least probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, but I popped that sucker open one night not too long ago, and it was so good. Just to let you know that patience does pay off, and beer needs to age. A lot of IPAs people talk about. I'm getting off subject already here. A lot of people talk about IPAs and how you need to drink them up because the hops will fade, and they will. There is truth to that, but still, it helps to age beer, and it does make it better. And I'm hoping to get me enough going to where I can keep at least 3 on tap, if not 4, and have some for backup. So, got a nice little shipment from the folks at Austin Homebrew today. It's where I buy most of my kits, and so check it out. Got 2 big old kits here, all grain, of course. I've already done this recipe before. It's a cashmere IPA, and I really liked it. Probably won't change it. I don't think. I'm gonna go back and look at my notes, but I really liked the way it turned out. It was really close to the original cashmere IPA. Yeah, cashmere IPA is a beer that is made by Highland Brewery out in Asheville, North Carolina. It's a great beer, and I was really pleased with how it came out. I bought one locally and at the Lowe's Food and tried it and compared it to mine. And it was really good. So this has got 10.5 pounds of two-row, 8 ounces of carapils, and 8 ounces of crystal tin. And it's got Styrian, I guess, how do you pronounce that? Styrian Gold, Fuggle, Mount Hood, and Magnum hops. And it uses ESB, London ESB 1968 for the yeast. And this is one I'm excited about. It's a Dogfish Head 60 recipe that I've seen on Homebrew Talk. I think it's Uper that had this recipe on there, and excited about this. I think I'm gonna brew this on Saturday, so I'm excited about that. It's 13 pounds of two-row and 8 ounces of Maris Otter, and I think she's been using amber malt in her grain bill, but they didn't have that. I don't think is why I didn't get it. It's been a while since I ordered it and don't even remember. But it's got Amarillo hops, Simcoe, and Warrior, and it's got the Pac-Man yeast. And that recipe, the hops are continually hopped. The way she did her recipe in a lot of ways that can't talk. It's a lot of way. It's how most of the folks that are making this recipe do it. They continually hop. Start hopping, start putting your hops in at a certain time, and just do it gradually, through the time. So, you know what I'm talking about. I also got some, I didn't even open it, got some DME for my starters. And they I didn't even realize this until I got ready to order it. They make, they already put it in little 3-ounce packages for you to make like 1-liter starters. So that's really handy to have. And since I'm making starters now, and this video will probably go up before the one that I already have made, but I have made me a stir plate, a homemade stir plate, so hopefully I'll get that finished out and get your video up on that so you can see how I did that. And this is what I'm really excited about. Banging 50 pounds of two-row, and that's my first 50-pound bag that I've ever bought. Everything I've already bought up to this point has been crushed in recipes that I've had made, so or bought online. But I do have a barley crusher on the way, and it's the folks at Barley Crusher are behind, and It's been a while. I think I ordered it on the 6th, and today is the 19th. So hopefully it'll come on in soon. But 50 pounds of 2-row, and I'm going to get together and look at my recipes here in the next few days and figure out what all the beers that I've done that I do like and that I know I'll keep making, and I'll order, because I'm using the 2-row and everything, so I obviously needed that, and I bought it to bump up this order to get free shipping, so I'm going to use it, so why not get it. And what I'll do is in the next few days look at the other grains that I use, the carapils, the Maris Otter, the different grains that I use in the recipes that I do like, and go ahead and order those in bulk, because I'm going to start crushing my own grain and saving money, and it'll be well worth it in the long run. The grain, I'll just show you this, and got 2 ice 5-gallon buckets from the local Lowe's Food. They have a bakery there, so this is what their icing comes in. A lot of folks use the Homer buckets, they call them, from Home Depot. It's just an orange bucket, and Lowe's Hardware sells, $2.50 gray paint buckets or whatever they use them for. But it's great for storing grain in. I wasn't using for a ferment or anything, but they are food grade. And from what I've read, you can get almost all that 50-pound sack in 2 5-gallon buckets. And what I don't get in there, I have a food saver that I ordered. Got a killer deal on it. It's like an $80 food saver for $24 shipped. So I can also start buying hops. And that's something else I didn't even mention. I need to go and look at my hops, because I'm going to start ordering those in bulk too. And splitting those up and put them in a food saver and freezing them. So finally getting to where, I kind of took my time. I wanted to make sure I got my system worked out and knew what I was doing. And I think I'm getting to that point where I'm really comfortable with my system that I'm using. And if it'll just ever get warm weather, man, I hate this cold weather. I brewed a Pliny the Elder. I don't know if I mentioned it in that video or not. I guess I have. My mind kind of comes and goes. I can't remember what I've done and not done. I do so much. But the Pliny the Elder I brewed, it'll be 2 weeks this coming weekend. It's been in the primary. So when I brewed that, that's my last brew. It was like in the 20s that day. So that brew is going to be probably called Pliny of Ice. I came up with, because there was ice all over the place. Every time I got water somewhere, I was about slipping and falling. But anyway, this weekend it's supposed to be in the 30s, and so I can deal with it as long as the wind's not blowing. I'll be happy. But anyway, going to get this all brewed up in the next week. I may do a big weekend and brew both these kits. I've not decided yet. So we'll see. But anyway, there's the big old brew haul, and a little tip for you there, like I say, for some buckets. A lot of you know that, but some of you may not. Check with your local bakeries if you need some buckets, store grain, and they'll hook you up for free. So they just, if you can catch them, you can get it. There's 3 gallons. They have different sizes. So anyway, questions, comments, as always, if you got any, leave them. I got 2 more videos coming up. One on my stir plate that I was just telling you about, and another one on the sight glass install I did on my kegel. So look forward to those. Appreciate it.